Maybe Coventry's luck is turning. A gift of a goal, really. Spilled. You chance your luck, you get a prize. Not great goalkeeping, and it was a fiery, breathing dragon. Craig Bellamy, who gets his goal. It's been 5 games without. The goalkeeper was the man who pressed the panic button. Last season, Magnus Hedman was in sensational form. He would have caught that, made a connection. His mistake created panic. Scrappy, yes, off the bar. Svensson, and then finally Rufus scoring for Charlton Athletic. Richard Rufus' first goal in 2.5 years. His last was against Liverpool in a thrilling 3-3 draw, the last time Charlton were in the Premier League. Fire start, like a knife through butter. Johansson, perfectly timed run. And what a wonderful finish. The man who's just undergone a knee operation is back to full. They've needed a touch of luck, and John Hartson certainly had a touch of luck there. It was almost a miss kick, but from moments like that, managers can see turning points in a season. He didn't get a great connection. In truth, it was a complete miss kick. But it was the equalising goal on his home debut. John Hartson just maybe turns the tide for Coventry. Who knows?
Rio Ferdinand hits it straight to Redroth, who read the defender's line. In goes Les Ferdinand. He's put Tottenham in front. Oh, contrast and emotions for the Ferdinand clan here. Les's goal. Rio's mistake. Redroth did very well in anticipation and then with the pass. And then Les Ferdinand rolled back for years to skip past Nigel Martin here. And it's Tottenham 1, Leeds United 0. Goal after 33 minutes. Oh, Doherty finding Bowyer was a little bit quick. And that's a penalty. Gary Doherty on Lee Bowyer. Right on the 45-minute mark. Bowyer, I think, happy to feel the contact and go down, but there certainly was contact. And it was inside the penalty area. Ian Hart is on a hot streak. Goals 4 in his last 8 games, a couple of them from the penalty spot. And he scores past Spurs and Sullivan here, and it's 1-1. And I must say that gives the scoreline, as we are right on half-time, a more realistic look. Excellent penalty, arrowing into the bottom corner. So no new club record in the defensive stakes for Tottenham today. Viduka. 2 against 1 for Leeds. Bowyer goes on to within shooting range. Leeds have taken the lead. Well, Bowyer works the corner, and George Graham will be very annoyed with this. When you have got the chance for a short corner against you, you've got to send 2 players out. Well, Bowyer kept on going. He certainly didn't hit it well. Viduka had a little flick at it, but wasn't claiming it. We'll see here whether he was entitled to claim it. Did he just fool Sullivan? It seems that he did.
Thrust in by Sinclair. Sturridge with a header! Goal! And Dean Sturridge does it again. His third goal in as many appearances for Peter Taylor's side. And on the half hour, Leicester get the first goal. Beautiful ball swung in by Sinclair. Sturridge the beneficiary, Sorensen with absolutely no chance of getting to that looping header. And what a signing Sturridge has proved to be. 3 goals, quite a return for the man they bought from Derby. Is it? Sturridge trying to get the better of Emerson Tome. Akinbaye's in the middle if he can find him. And it's gone in. Akinbaye's pressure forced the goal as he and Jody Craddock went for Sturridge's cross. And Peter Taylor all smiles as his team now take a 2-goal lead against 10-man Sunderland.
Winning their last 10 Premiership games. Here's Canchelse's great ball forward for Sean Gota, and it's 1-0 at Manchester City. Only his second Premiership goal in his career, but Manchester City take the lead. They've had some half chances. That's the first real concrete chance they've had, and they've converted it. Great through ball from Kanchelskis. And Godin lost Hughes for the first time all afternoon and puts it in past Gibbons to give Manchester City a crucial lead. Tony Grant makes the run forward. Acuna is trapped back with it. Huckabee is in the centre. Chance for number 2. And it
Really matter because West is storming forward from the back. He's frustrated with what he's seen in front of him. Strooper and Burton. Is that a penalty? Yes, it is. No reaction from Gareth Barry. Got a pointing arm and finger from the referee. And what was a terrible Friday might even be a worse Saturday for Gareth Barry. It's Dion Burton for Derby County. They weren't going to squander that opportunity presented to them. Penalties have been few and far between for Derby this season. But Dion Burton hadn't lost the knack.
Long trip north to cheer their side on this weekend, but only those of slightly more advanced years could remember the days when the club had so many potential England internationals in its starting lineup. Then, of course, it was Moore, Peters and Hurst. Today, it's Lampard, Carrick and Cole.
Is that somewhere close to it being a potential equivalent?
One would like to think so, yeah. You know, we'd love to see England win the World Cup and sort of have West Ham presence in there.
It's wonderful to see lots of youngsters coming through, you know, to mix with the foreigners, to mix with the older players. It's wonderful, yeah.
And the last lot did all right with the World Cup in '66, didn't they?
West Ham won it, didn't they?
Certainly the trio didn't do their chances of a collective call-up any harm at Valley Parade. Their midfield efforts kept West Ham in control for long periods. And as each game goes by, the understanding between them gets better and better.
So it's only been the people who don't realise it's been about 2 months since we've been playing together regularly, and I think we're going from strength to strength. We know what each other can do. We're on the same wavelength. We're all slightly different. I think it works well together, and as I say, I think as time goes by, we're only going to get better.
Certainly it was the senior midfield member who had the most to feel pleased about in this particular fixture, but Joe Cole did his bit as well, helping set up the first goal after 17 minutes. That was all West Ham had, though, to show for their first half domination. Bradford fought back briefly at the beginning of the second period, and Ian Jess headed home his side's first goal in 6 matches. With West Ham having slipped down the league table recently, it got tense. Tempers began to fray, but luckily for the visitors, Joe Cole kept his cool and again provided the inspiration for another Lampard finish.
Joe was brilliant. I mean, the first one, he kind of backheeled into my path and sort of put it on a plate for me, really. The second one, I think he got tackled on the edge of the box and it fell nicely. So, no credit to Joe. He runs at people and causes them trouble, and he can, you know, he puts defenders on the back foot, and lucky enough, he's brought 2 goals for me today.
This was an important league win for West Ham, and now everyone at the club can relax a little, lie back, and think of England.
we'd have 4 in, wouldn't we, if we hadn't sold Rio? But so to produce 4 kids from our youth team that have come on, and we've had them all since they were real young kids, you know, they've all been with us since they were 11 or 12 or whatever. So to have 4 kids that have come through our youth policy playing for it in the England squad, it's a great day for West Ham. It's good.
Do you foresee a situation, do you dream about a situation where all 3 of you appear for England?
I mean, it'd be great. It's fairy tale stuff, to be honest. There's so many good midfield players out there, it's hard to call, but if we got the chance, I'm sure we'd all be delighted, and the way we've been playing recently, I'm sure we're putting a good show.
From the class of '66 to the boys of 2001.